For probably the last time this calendar year, Boy Green and James Wudi are pulling out our balls, our crystal balls, to look into the future, and see what's happening, not only with our beloved New York Jets, but with the league as a whole. Okay, we are going to get a Super Bowl prediction out of this show, but we're also getting Jets predictions because, of course, from here on out, now we're talking about previews, reviews, all that type of stuff. But for the last time, we are bringing them out. Bring them out. It's time to make some predictions. It's Boy Green meets Wudi.
Can you guys help us get a Jet chant here? Yeah, going.
Oh.
Okay, right, yeah. Come on in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go!
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets! Let's go! J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets! Let's go! How you doing?
Third Party Thursday.
Chris joining us here on the program with a capital P here on the program.
Jake Asman, come on down. How you doing, good sir?
Wow, what an intro. I mean, Boy Green is known for having the intro, but Wudi, that was unreal, man. Thanks for the kind words, son.
We are men of many names.
My favorite Austrian Jets fan right there, baby.
Boy Green
meets Wudi. Welcome to another episode of Boy Green Meets Wudi. It is your boy James Wudi, and you already know we are Wudi, rocking everywhere right here. Also wearing gray, but also rocking some nice merch, if I do say so myself, is the boy who became king, Mr. Paul Esden Jr. in the building. Tell us, how are you doing, my good sir?
Well, you know I love me some me, baby. BG, there you go. Yes, the merch store, which again should be our brand new merch store, which should be coming out hopefully here before week 1. We'll see if it happens. We're running out of time, so we'll see if it does indeed happen before week 1, which is awesome. But yes, I'm rocking the exclusive. No one else has it besides my old man, who somehow already broke into the merch store and got it out, the brand new merch gear. So yeah, it's awesome, Wudi, and you made a beautiful point about it. It's our Jets record predictions today, some Super Bowl picks, maybe a few notes on some Jets Steelers, and then before you know it, we're looking forward to Thursday because we got a special Steelers guest because there's a return of a certain segment, Wudi.
Oh, I think so. The hottest segment out there. Come on now. It is Third Party Thursday, baby. It's back like it never left. Bringing in those opposing minds are getting a feel for how they think about their team, but maybe even more importantly, how they think about our team, right? How we are perceived among the league, talking X's and O's, always super insightful conversations going behind enemy. Oh my God, I can't even speak. Enemy lines like that.
That's right. It is enemy with an N.
Yeah, I feel like, what was that? That fish from Finding Nemo? Right there.
Yes, that's all right. I wasn't going to point that out, but you brought it up. I would say that a special shout out to Bubba Badshaw, because he asked for this show. We put it in our notes, said we'll try to find a place. And the perfect place, if it was going to happen, seemed to be this specific Tuesday, Wudi, that we're currently doing it on September 2nd, before we turn the keys over to the Jets Steelers on Thursday. So this was our last opportunity. So people, if you're in the comment section, we'd love to see your predictions, whether you're watching live or after the fact. What do you believe the Jets will do this season? We will not go game by game as I did with my pop over the weekend. Instead, we'll talk about we'll give an official prediction, but also talk about the range that we could see. What is most likely that the floor could be here and the ceiling could be here? We'll talk about that too, and give our Super Bowl picks, NFL picks, go around the whole lot of what we think is going to happen. So, Woody's a fun show. Without further ado, let's get this puppy going.
Absolutely. You know, you ever heard of a shit sandwich, Boy Green?
A shit sandwich? Yeah, I've heard of a shit sandwich. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, just making sure. You know, I will deliver the bad news, and then you can cheer them up with your, positivity Kool-Aid, rah. All right.
Okay.
But who knows? Who knows? Because actually, we might have some realistic fans in the chat. I'm gonna single out our guy, number 1 Austrian Jet fan, because this is actually the record I was getting ready to say is 7-10. Whoa! What are you talking about? That's super positive. If you bet the over on the Jets win total, you would win. You would win with this prediction. Which when they first came out with the number, I wasn't so sure. But what I think we have is a team that isn't going to blow anyone out. Isn't really going to win shootouts. So the wins that they do get, is going to be 17-10, 21-17, it's going to be one of those. And we all should be familiar with those because that's really what's been happening for most of the last 10 years. This is not an explosive offense at all, literally at all. We are grounded like a rebellious teenager, just out here running the football all day, 3-headed attack, maybe 4 heads, just running the football and running time of the clock. I really, and I said this to my high school buddies when we were watching that Giants Jets preseason game. I really feel like that drive is going to be like that is the quintessential drive for this year's Jets. Use a ton of clock. We converting, 3rd and 8 on the ground, doing all that. But not able to sustain drives. That is what I'm thinking. This team is long drives that a lot of the time don't really end in 7s. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna say 7-10. That really depends on the defense. How many times can the defense, hold the opposing offense to a score that our, running backs, every one we got, can outscore. And I think, that'll probably be around 7 times. Range, it could be, 4 wins, I think that the team is too well coached to win less than 4. So I'm going to say 4. And you know what? I think they could if the defense, because I don't think the defense is as good as the average fan thinks it is. But I really like Harrison Phillips, and if they are healthy and have a good season, the corners are fine. If Brandon Stevens isn't, barbecue chicken, maybe they can win 10 games. So I'm gonna go 4-10 is that range, but 7 is where I'm at. Shout out to J Boy on Take Flight Talk.
Woody.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you already know it.
Before I even give anything of what I said, I just need to clarify a point that you said. You said you don't believe the Jets are going to blow out a single opponent this year?
It's unlikely. It's unlikely. I mean, every team can get one blowout. We smacked the Pats 24-3 last year. Didn't have a great year. So any team can have that one blowout. That's true.
I was about to say, because we play some teams this year. New Orleans, they're going to have the number 1 pick. We're 100% going to be smacking the Saints in the bayou.
That's not. I mean, that's not necessarily
Spencer Rattler. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's not a guarantee.
Guarantee? I just guaranteed it. What do you mean? So I don't know about all that. And that is true. With week 1 coming up around the corner, we got a super chat coming in here, which we appreciate from our boy Bubba Badshaw. Wow. While our tailgate, Woody, is still a month and 3 days away, a big piece of that tailgate is going to be decided on Sunday, September 7th, when the New York Jets host the Pittsburgh Steelers for week 1 at MetLife Stadium. Badshaw, member for 13 months on the channel. Appreciate it, Badshaw. He says, Woody, Sunday, that money is mine. I will tell you, we both have young kids, Woody, And my daughter, her new thing is mine. She'll take something and just say, mine. And a little bit of tug of war action may unfold. Yes. And she'll tell me something is mine. It sounds like Badshaw's doing that with a pile of cash, saying that will be mine. I guess we will ultimately see if that's true. But Wudi, in terms of the floor for this team, I think the floor is higher than you say. I don't know, because Justin Fields, this was your fear back in free agency land when we signed this guy, that no matter what happens, the Jets wouldn't be bad enough to have a top pick, and that no matter what happens, it wouldn't be good enough to reach some unbelievable ceiling that would get us all, truly excited in terms of a tangible result. So to me, I think Justin Fields is too good, and I think Tyrod Taylor's too good, that we don't have a David Fales or a Luke Falk or a whoever, Trevor Siemian. We don't have some disaster at quarterback. I think we have an interesting floor at quarterback, especially with the rushing ability of Justin Fields. So I think the floor to me is 7 wins. I think that is the floor. Your ceiling is 7 wins. My floor is 7 wins.
My God, Shane Gillis out here telling jokes. This is hilarious. The floor, my God.
The disrespect that you have for the Jets defense is crazy. Unbelievable. Your boy, although I'm ripping that badge off your chest, Quincy Williams, Jamie and Sherwood, the heartbeat of this defense, Sauce Gardner, you go to Quinnen Williams, you go to Jermaine Johnson, you go to Will McDonald, Steve Wilkes, the maestro behind the scenes. Come on, man. This team is too damn good to be losing less than 7 games. So that's the floor. Boop. And then in terms of the ceiling, I mean, it's 12-5, baby. So that's it for the New York Jets. Ceiling, floor, 100%. That is the range of what they can do. And my prediction, of course, is that the New York Jets will go 10-7. That is my prediction for the 2025 season. There's the range. My prediction is right between that range. Bing, boom, bam. Bing, boom, bam. And if people were behind me, they would have caught me right there. Yeah.
That is one of the many times I felt like we should have drug testing on this show. But, it is what it is. The defense could be good. I don't think they're elite, and that's what we have been seeing was, other than last year.
Why don't you believe they're elite?
Why don't I believe they're elite? What do you mean?
Yeah, why don't you? You said that you don't believe they're elite. I'm following
because they don't have a lot of elite players.
What? What do you mean? They have an all-pro at every layer of the defense. Quinnen Williams, Quincy Williams, and Sauce Gardner. Elite all-pro players at every level of the defense. What else?
Well, apparently not, because only one of those guys are captains. So I don't know what's going on. All right.
Actually, two of those guys. Quinnen and Jamie. That's 2. That's 2. I know you can't count, Woody. That's 2. 2. Not 1, 2.
Because you named. I said only 2 of the people you named, and you had named 3 people. So that's what I said. Those 2 were not captains. But yeah, they got good players. I said they got good players. It's okay. Take the compliment. Good players.
No, I'm not going to settle for your pathetic standards of compliments. Hell to the no.
Okay.
Hell no. There are elite players on this team. They got first-team all-pros at every level of the defense. How many defense in the NFL have that? It's not some trivia test. I don't even know the answer to that question, but I know there's at least one. It's the New York Jets. So come on, put some respect on their name.
Well, I will be here when you are mind-blown, shocked to see that this team isn't nearly as good as you thought they were. Don't worry. This shoulder right here, this one's for you. I'll say this one right here for you, Boy Green.
Right.
For the tears.
Woody bugging, Envelet says. You bugging, boy. You bugging. You bugging.
But yeah, so okay. So with that being said, you said 10-7. What place does that put them in the AFC East in your Boy Green prediction?
This is a great question, Woody. A very great question. Where would I put the New York Jets in the AFC East. Let me put up this thumbnail graphic with a big question mark. Let me do this. This is the thumbnail on YouTube. The Buffalo Bills, you got the Miami Dolphins, you got the New York Jets, you got the New England Patriots. Well, Woody, if I'm being honest, and honesty is key on where I believe a 10-7 finish would put the New York Jets, there's only one place this would put the New York Jets.
Number one.
First place, baby! They're winning the division this year. This is the year. It's the 23rd anniversary since the last time they won it, which means the numbers add up to first place, baby. The Bills are falling apart. The Dolphins are fish fried, and the Patriots are overrated. Give me the Jets, baby. Let's go. Thoughts?
That is Arkham Asylum at level insane. Literally, like I don't see how that's possible. I don't even see how 10-7 is going to win this division first. What do you mean what?
How many games are the Bills going to win?
A lot of division leaders, they get 11, they get 12, 11, 12 wins.
We're going to be beating each other up in this division.
That's possible. That's possible. The division is very shady this year, I would say. Like the Dolphins, I have no idea.
Like who are the Dolphins? I have no idea. The Dolphins, their range is probably 17-0 or 0-17. It's somewhere in between. What it is, I have no idea. But the Dolphins are a total mystery. I have no freaking clue on the Dolphins.
They are definitely a very interesting team. I don't even know what to say about the Dolphins, really. The Patriots, I feel like they're going to be a well-coached team that can move the ball. Actually, I think they're going to be a pretty decent team. So the Bills, I don't understand how the Bills are just going. I feel like the Bills got better this offseason. A team that just made it to the AFC Championship, so I don't know how they suddenly are going to only win 9
Injuries.
Okay. So yeah, that's crazy. So I'll say back to the realism of the Woody world.
Okay.
Yeah, the Jets, they're going 7-10. Not a particularly exciting team. And I would say that's probably going to be third in the division.
Third in the division? Who's higher?
Yeah. The Bills definitely. The Bills are winning the division. Like that streak is going to continue for, I would say, one more year. We'll see what happens next year, and then I would say either team could be better.
There's no way.
What are you talking? You literally just said the Dolphins could be 17-0 or 0-17. So if they are 17-0, then that means they can be better than your 12-5 ceiling Jets. You literally put the Dolphins ceiling higher than the Jets, and now it's inconceivable that they can finish better than the Jets. That don't even make sense based on your own presented logic.
The Dolphins are going to be booty cheeks. Tua has
2
stayed
minutes
healthy.
ago, you said 17-0. 2 minutes ago.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
We're talking about today. We're talking about 2 minutes. So I can't even believe what you're saying right now, because in 2 minutes you can say the complete opposite.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay, so I don't know what you said yesterday, because I'm only going by today's conversation, where you're saying two completely different things.
I'll tell you this. Tua has only stayed healthy in one season. It was the year before he got paid. He's been unhealthy in every other one, which means their QB2, who, for those who don't know, is Zach Milf Wilson, okay? He is the number 2, which means he's going to see the field inevitably this season. The Dolphins are going to collapse like a used lawn chair, and everybody's getting fired. The Patriots had a bottom 5 roster consensus last season. Did they make improvements this offseason? Of course. But the bar wasn't set very high, so really anything they did would have been an improvement over what it was before. But we're just making seismic leaps that Mike Vrabel can walk on water and turn water into wine. And I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that just to snap fingers and make things happen in New England land. I think some of you guys out in the Jets universe are just scared of the New England Patriots dynasty that was here yesterday. Folks, I keep waking you up. It's over. That's not here anymore. It's a new Patriots team. And by the way, Patriots team that we've split with. So they're not some superior being to us. They're not. They're not. And until proven otherwise,
we could only split with them when they had a bottom 5 roster. We
should have swept them last year, but that's neither here nor there.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, and weren't able to do it. Now they got a much better coach, much better defense. They were injured last year a whole bunch.
Who?
What do you mean? Their entire offensive line. What was their pass rusher's name? Literally, like tore his Achilles week 3. Bentley, I want to say, was his name? Like Juwan Bentley?
They have a linebacker named Joe. They had a
their linebacker. My bad. Yeah, Juwan Bentley. They lost guys. What's his name? Gonzalez was hurt. They were injured. Most of last year. When they were healthier, they beat us, which is extremely embarrassing, given what you said about the talent discrepancy. And again, now they have a coach. They have offensive weapons. You know, they got Diggs in there.
Offensive weapons? Who?
Stephon
Diggs
has in the middle of saying something to you, and then you interrupt him to be like, "Oh, wait, continue saying. You can just let me continue to speak."
Proceed.
Okay. They got people for Drake May. They have Stephon Diggs, who was having a solid year. They got Hunter Henry, who is, as of right now, better than any tight end in the or let me not say better. I'll say more proven than any tight end in the Jets room right now. They got Pop Douglas, who at this point you can say is as proven as any Jets receiver that is not named Garrett Wilson. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wait a second, Woody. You realized that your Garrett Wilson thing got saved for the end of that sentence. You said he's more proven, and I go, what? And then you go, then anyone not named Garrett Wilson? What are you talking about, Boy Green? Because you started it by not saying Garrett Wilson.
You're just looking to interrupt everything. You can just sit back and listen. You can just sit back and listen, Boy Green, and then everything's fine. They're just so in a rush to just hoot and holler and all this stuff that you're just ready to go. But all I'm saying is that you might be underestimating the division a teeny wee bit, and then you might be overrating the Jets a lot of bit. But this is a song and dance we sing every year. And then at the end of the season, you know, you're all confused. Damn, how did we get here? And I'm like, damn, maybe now this next year will be the year that Boy Green listens. He heeds my warnings. But no, that's not this year. It's not going to be next year. So here we are. We're back in that song and dance.
Stephon Diggs coming off a torn ACL. Who knows what he's going to be? Douglas.
He was cooking up. He was cooking up in training camp.
That doesn't surprise me against the Patriots playing the Patriots. But all right, anywho. Okay, so he's cooking it up.
No, it actually was at joint practice. Actually, it was
against who? Who?
Against the Vikings.
Whatever.
What do you mean? Okay, so yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
The Patriots stink. But it's okay. Well, you dedicated a shoulder for me to cry on right here. I'll give you this one. When you wrong about the New England Patriots and you're clam chowder, you're like,
why would I cry about the Patriots?
It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
All right. There you go. There's the division predictions. All right. What's next? Where are we going? What are we doing?
So I mean, next is Super Bowl picks, and I'm a little scared, Boy Green, about who you got coming out of the AFC.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
All righty. Here we go. Let me see. Let's just let me refer to my notes.
Oh my God! This is all this soliloquy to just say the Jets.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Yes, the Jets. Come on, man. It's our year. We're due. Justin Fields, first-year head coach is Eric Glenn. Backbone of a running game, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Glenn, Justin Fields, Quinnen Williams, Quincy Williams, Jamie Sherwood, Sauce Gardner, Andre Cisco, Brandon Stevens, Michael Gardner II. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, Harrison, Phillips, Jawan Briggs. Come on, man. Yes. Your AFC representative.
Yeah.
What do you got in the
I don't
AFC?
even know. Like, I feel like the credibility of this show is in the toilet right now. It is in the toilet. What do you mean?
Wait,
You
so
got a
you're not
team
picking,
that's not even-
you're not picking the Jets?
No. What do you mean? They're not even making
Was
the
it
playoffs.
close?
They're going 7-10.
Teams make the playoffs with 7 wins. I've seen it.
Not with 17 games. Not a 17 game schedule. We haven't seen it.
Not yet. Anywho, so okay. So you don't have it as the Jets. All right. So they finished in second. All right. Who ended up getting it then?
The way I see it,
All right.
like using rational thought,
I could totally understand that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can, Boy Green. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you can. Is obviously the Chiefs have been there the last however many years in a row.
Sure. Yeah.
The Ravens have been knocking. The Bills have been knocking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the Texans get in there.
Although celebrate the Texans, they've made the Final Four each the last 2 years. Very impressive.
Yeah. No, they're definitely a good team. They're a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting CJ Stroud to be better. They got him a whole bunch of receivers.
Yeah.
The running game kind of up in the air. Nick Chubb. I don't think he's Nick Chubb and Mixon, who I drafted. They said he was going to miss like 1 or 2 games. What's going on, ESPN?
Now he's out for at least a month.
ESPN
Yeah.
out here ruining my life. But anyway, the Texans, I mean, they're good. I think they're going to win the division, or whoever wins that division, they're not winning the Super Bowl, or they're not going in to the Super Bowl. So the way I see it, it's really the Chiefs, Ravens, or Bills. It's one of those 3. And if I had to choose, I'm going to choose the team that has the least competition from their division, right? Because they're going to be.
Rudy, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, at least that shows me that somewhere deep down inside you,
No.
you do have common sense, because it is clear that if we're looking at the division and how the Chargers look, how the Broncos look, how the Jets look, how the Bengals look, the Browns, it is clear that the Bills have the least competition. So that's my pick, a realistic pick. Check your receipts. I know a couple of y'all been talking about get some receipts, right? Wudi receipts. Cool, man. Bills. That's my pick to make it to the Super Bowl. Not what I want, but like I said, we checking receipts. We checking receipts. Yo, do you know how crazy Boy Green's receipt is going to be? Talking about, oh, this is our year. We're due. He named the entire roster. He has named 53 guys, thinking that meant something, and that team's not even going to go to the playoffs like that. It's crazy. I
can't believe all the things you said, quite frankly, on the show. But you don't freaking think the Jets are going to the playoffs?
Playoffs? Are you talking about the playoffs?
That's clear. What do you mean?
I don't get it. Anywho, why don't you start? NFC. Who's meeting the Bills in the big old Super Bowl?
Well, I'm so excited for your answer, because you can't have the Jets play the Jets. So this is going to be.
Or can.
Maybe. Oh my God, you're going to go with the Cowboys? That's probably what you're going to do. So you're not even taking this serious, Borgen. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to.
Not taking it serious.
It's an incredible show, and you out here just doing fantasy land. But anyway,
fantasy.
Here we go. NFC.
All right.
Just like the AFC South, I don't think whoever comes out of the NFC South is doing nothing.
Damn, massive disrespect.
I mean, you. Well, I can't even ask you. I'll ask the chat. Do you guys think anybody in the NFC South is winning the getting to the Super Bowl? But now you got a few divisions that multiple teams can win. I'll start with the NFC East. obviously the Eagles should be the front runner.
Sure.
I think they can. I think the Commanders are going to take a step back.
Ooh.
Just like the like CJ Stroud did the same thing, but they had a really good defense. I don't think, and like the Commanders, they're working on it, but I don't think they have the defense that the Texans had when CJ took his step back. So I think the whole team is taking a step back. I don't think the other two teams are talking, NFC championship right now. So I guess that leaves the Eagles. So the Eagles, coming through now, NFC North. I'm not gonna lie, all four of these teams in the NFC North can end up doing some damage. But I think the Vikings taking a step back, moving from the prince who was promised, Sam Darnold, all the way down to JJ McCarthy. Come on, rookie bumps and bruises. Nah. So they're eliminated. The Bears, I think Ben Johnson isn't who the media wants us to believe he is.
Ooh.
So I've said that time and time again. You say, ooh, that's.
I just like saying, ooh, it's dramatic.
So the Lions, I think the Lions are taking a step back. Lost both their coordinators. They lost both their coordinators. Jared Goff isn't really that good. So, oh my God, are you okay, dude? Do we need to get you a paper bag over there, boy Green? So I got the Eagles and the Packers, and then the NFC West. I really, 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 really like the Rams. And the Niners, but the Rams.
Matthew Stafford's back.
Yeah, he's playing.
That's what they say. But what's he going to look like? He's been walking around with a cane all offseason.
No.
I can't believe you're not worried about that. You should be really, all seriousness, you should be 100% worried about that.
No, because this is when you're Stafford, like when you're somebody of that ilk, you know what to do to simply play the game. Like you don't have to do.
There's no playing around with a back. Like your arm hurts or this or like a back for anyone in our universe, and we're not football athletes. If you had a back injury, that is incredibly debilitating. Like have where he's getting multiple shots and all this crazy ass shit and all these practices he was supposed to participate in, and then when he wasn't feeling too good, so we didn't practice him. Like that's weird, man. That's weird. I have major red flags going up. Maybe he's just going to come up and look like the second coming of Jesus over the week one, and maybe we all shut up. I don't know, man. That gives me the heebie-jeebies, but more power to you.
He's had back issues literally every single year in LA.
Yeah, because he's been carrying that team, for God's sake. He should be on the air for a sore back.
He only had 1 year where it really affected him. That's my point. Is that last year they came in, they said he had back issues. He was throwing pick sixes in practice, and they were a couple games away from the Super Bowl. They were still a fantastic team. Now they replaced the ghost of Cooper Kupp with an actual viable receiver in Devontae Adams, and their defense is one of the best young defenses in the league. Their defensive line, they had how you have multiple defensive rookie of the year candidates on the same squad. I mean, their team is up and coming. And I think Stafford has enough in the tank. He's trying to do everything he can to win now because every year they're saying this is his last year because of his back. But the fact that he's coming back, with whatever he has left in the tank, Puka and Devontae, right? You guys saw Devontae up and close. Y'all hating, seeing him up and close. I think the Rams are a really good team. So I think after everything I just said, the Packers with Micah, but now they're talking about Micah's back. Hearing about that. So, what's going on there? But I like the Packers. They got Matthew Golden, right? Josh Jacobs. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with you know what? I feel like Saquon, you're talking injuries because, you're wishing injuries on the Bills. I don't wish injuries on anybody.
Of course.
But it is, don't say of course, after you were just wishing injuries on those.
I just said that it's likely
I think you were. Okay. But Saquon He has a rich history of injury. I don't think lightning strikes twice. I feel like they lose him. Without him, count on Jalen Hurts to, do 2-minute drills. I'm gonna go with the guy I trust the most to do a 2-minute drill. Give me Matthew Stafford and the Rams. The Rams and the Bills. That is my official Super Bowl prediction for this year.
The only thing that's going to hurt worse than Matthew Stafford's back this year are James Woody's hamstrings when he's doing a back pedal on this take in week 2 after we see Matthew Stafford limping and gimping around out there with the back. Okay, so folks, pay attention to the injury report. And you know what, R&R? That's true. R&R Jets. I can't wait to see Woody apologize to BG after the Jets are winning some games. You damn straight he is. You damn straight. But that's okay. Haters want to hate? No problem. I'm all about it. I've been around it my entire life, and I imagine it continues. My NFC representative is a team that Woody cast aside with disrespect, disloyalty.
Oh my God, it really is the Cowboys. This is not even a real show. I gotta apologize to our.
I didn't say it was the Cowboys, did I? I didn't say.
Okay, all right. Tell me. All right.
So maybe you should stop interrupting me like you were accusing me of doing to you, huh?
Yo, put on CBW's coming. See, this is the production. We need to get equal production on this show because the way you tell the story, Boy Green, is as if I'm crazy. Where meanwhile you are literally straight jacket insane with these takes, and you just portray it a little differently. We gotta talk to the production managers with this one way production style.
I'm just grabbing the comments as they come across, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But
yes. But okay, all right. So tell us about why the Cowboys are making it.
They're not making it, unfortunately. They got no Micah Parsons, and they're going to have a lot of issues. So, actually, that's the wrong team. But I like the cut of your jib, Woody, the blue color. I'm looking for a Honolulu blue because it's going to be the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets in the Super Bowl, the Aaron Glenn Bowl, baby, with all the marbles on the line. And the disrespect that for some reason you hate Jared Goff's guts. And who said that? Speaking of whoever the hell is playing up the comments, let's go to We Got the Sauce 5603 on YouTube. I'm a little behind, but woo! Just said Goff isn't good. Stop it. Woo! Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? Can you do me a favor, Woody? Camera guy, full screen here. Stop it. Just stop it, Woody. Stop it. Jared Goff was an MVP finalist last year, you disrespectful piece of human garbage, okay? The Lions are going to the Super Bowl, and they're playing the Jets. They got David Montgomery. They got my boy Jahmyr Gibbs. They got Amon-Ra, the true sun god, the one and only, okay? They got my boy J-Mo, track star. They got Sam Laporta. They got Aiden Hutchinson, comeback player of the year, perhaps. Like, you need to put some respect on the Detroit Lions that you are casting aside. Of course, they had a massive loss with Aaron Glenn coming over here, but they got a squad, man. They got a squad. So it's Lions, it is Jets, it is the Super Bowl of Super Bowls, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, CB Dub, I really don't know what century. I don't even know. This wasn't a previous century. I don't know if it's a future. I have no idea what century. That's what I'm saying. We out here. I thought we came here to like actually have like serious.
That is what I'm having right now, Woody. But apparently, I'm only having it myself because you be talking all kinds of nonsense over there, all kinds of nonsense in fairyland where you can't, put up a damn poster. You're talking about me being in a straitjacket. You're the one in the white padded room over there, pal. Okay. So maybe you need to invest in some furniture or something, for God's sake, because you're using all your money on these terrible takes that you're buying from other people. I need you to have cleaner takes, man, stronger, straighter takes, because this has been a whole bunch of nonsense on this show and it's disgusting.
All right. Well, of course, time will tell how crazy one of us are, as everybody can clearly see. We are on two different ends in terms of the expectations, not just about the Jets, but around the league as a whole. So time will tell. I've never been one to gloat, so I'm not gonna gloat. Just letting you guys know how it is. I mean, when things happen, that's what I'm saying. I'm right here. I got you.
Not necessary, pal, because I don't give predictions. I give spoiler alerts, and I just gave one.
You haven't given one spoiler alert the entire history of this show. You have not given any spoiler alert. I don't think even one time. You good? Mitch, you're right, man. You're right. Hey, you know what they say, man. Patience is a virtue. You know what I'm saying? But in the case of BG, he is a patient. Hospital patient. Yo, get this man some help. We need some help. We need some help out here. But it's all good. Sharon, you did not go deaf. It was, I was just waiting for Boy Green to start making some sense. But we will. He will at some point, one day. Clearly not today, but one day start making sense. And that's our prediction. That's the crystal ball right there. You seen it. You seen it with your eyes. Boy Green out here, with his. I feel that was more like a Christmas list. Like the Santa. Like, oh, Santa, please give me the Jets to the Super Bowl. Whereas, with the Wudi, you take, the actual, facts and situations going on in the league, and boom, you can expect that. But this next episode, you want to talk about predictions and previews. It is the return of Third Party Thursday, and we are talking none other than Jets Steelers.
Yes, our special guest will be Mike Nicastro of the sickest podcast in the universe, talking all things Pittsburgh Steelers. They've had a lot of Steelers players on this offseason, so they have the temperature. Him and his wonderful co-host. Only half of the team will be joining us on Thursday, so it won't be a fourth party Thursday, just a third party Thursday. I'm looking forward to getting in the weeds on Jets Steelers. I just finished the Mike Tomlin press conference, so a lot of nuggets will be bringing you guys some of those on Boy Green Daily tomorrow morning. But yeah, baby, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Wudi, I just hope you like silver, because that's not only the genesis of a certain gift for somebody, but it's also the placement you're going to have in our prediction segment. Don't. So just remember.
Yes, I will definitely remember when two completely different teams are playing in the Super Bowl that you again put us in there. Remember last year's predictions?
No, what was it? Yeah. What did I say?
You had the Jets in the Super Bowl.
Who did I have them playing?
The Packers, the Aaron Rodgers Bowl, baby.
Oh, my God,
Aaron Rodgers against his former team.
That was going to be good. That was going to be good.
Yes.
Too bad. Just missed on that one. Just missed.
Yeah, just barely 0 playoff wins between the two teams, and one of them didn't make the playoffs, but just
a little off.
So. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back in just 2 days.
We'll see you then, everybody. Jet Steelers, Boy Green meets Wudi.